Well, me and Karen came up to a new spot. I hunted this spot about 3 or 4 years ago. I haven't hunted it since. It was logged off, I don't know, 7 or 8 years ago, and it's gotten really, really thick. But I thought I'd give it a go and set a camera up in here and see what we see. So I've got the camera up here just a little ways up. I'm going to pull the card and get back with you. We got some thunderstorms rolling in behind us, so I think we want to get down out of here before too long. So we'll see what's up ahead. All right, well, I got my crew with me today, and we are going scouting in a totally new area, someplace we haven't been in quite a few years. So we're gonna set the camera out. Tucker, are you into it? Yeah, we're gonna go to a spot we haven't been in a long time. So we'll see what we find up there. All right, well, I think I found a really nice spot to put a camera. You know, we're fortunate where we live that within a 30-minute drive in any direction, you can come upon some areas that have been logged. And you know, in the big woods of New Hampshire, that's what you need to find. Areas that have been logged and starting to regenerate. Just supply the deer with so much feed. So I'm in an area that's been logged, I don't know how many years ago, but it's not regenerating really fast. So there's a lot of feed. I can see the deer have been nipping on blackberries. And there's a pretty decent water source. And I found a trail that looks fairly well used. So I found an old stump. I'm going to soak it up with buck jam. This camera's going to be right on the trail, so I'll get some incidental travel pictures as well. So we're going to set it up here and see what it looks like. Probably give it 2 weeks, and hopefully we'll have some good action. I always use bear boxes for my cutty backs. I had bears tried to rip them off the tree, but more importantly to keep other people from ripping them off. So screw that into the tree, and then we'll padlock it up. So I got that stump soaked down with buck jam. Best thing to do is find an old hemlock stump, softwood, and it'll soak in, and the deer will start knocking that stump down, and before long it'll be gone. But you know, I only use this stuff for trail camera pictures, you know, to see what's in the area. Never hunt over it. Obviously, that wouldn't be kosher in our state or many other states. But for early in the in the year, trying to get pictures of what's in the area, that's what I use. We set the camera up down here. Below me here, there's a swampy, kind of a marshy area. And there was a pretty good trail where I set the camera. So Karen and I have kind of skirted around the backside of this hill, and there's a saddle off that way, and there's another saddle off here behind me. And so we decided to split up and do a little individual scouting. And she's going to go around that way. I'm going to take this saddle over, and then it drops back down into this low spot, kind of on the backside of that swampy area. So I'm going to skirt around there and see if I can find some trails leading in and out of that swamp. I love hunting in beaver bogs and marshes and swampy areas. So hopefully there'll be some good sign in there. So I'm going to truck on up over this hill and then cut back around. It's not much of a dip down into that swamp, so stick around. We'll let you know if we find anything.